So this is just me camping with this on the edge of the circle like a cunt. Because basically for solos, you can just basically, if the vehicle's not moving and you're not in the driver's seat, the engine's not turning over. So you can just sit there, silent witness. If you're in the driver's seat, the engine will turn over. But you do get the driver's seat.
Darren, it's pre-recorded footage. Everybody can play it on Monday. But this is our footage
we recorded from an event. There's a helicopter over there. But we're just discussing Firestorm. If you've got any questions about it, how does the ring affect frames? Nothing on the rigs we were playing with. Not at all, really. I mean, it is a big particle effect, so it's going to do something. But
well, I think Jack said earlier that it's just 1080s in the machine.
Yeah, this is on 1080s.
Monday, it's like
the full hoon. This is where B and Bong have a little fight. I showed this earlier, but yeah, that's Bong there.
I couldn't believe that didn't show you one time.
As soon as I was driving away, I saw the rear gun. I was like, nah, I've got to. Can you yeah, you can live outside the ring like under the BRs. It just damages you over time like other BRs, but you can't see shit all in there.
Scary as fuck.
You can't see anything in there, really. You can't see into the zone. You can't see out the side of the zone into the ring, really. And this is where the looting. The looting needs looking at. That's the main thing. Everything else is tertiary for me until they sort the looting, like how it works currently. So I got killed there. But also, I stayed in this game to spectate my killer.
You know, people are just going to camp vehicles. But what's that going to do for them, Vicarious?
Right, behold, we've got to say we're at 14-14. So let's just go back again, just in case you didn't see. So this is me in a solo game. I've just been normal looting. I've got average loot, green, purple. So I've managed to find 4 Panzerfaust because they're relatively common. I've heard a tank coming up. I've looted that as well to get a few more Panzerfaust. So there we go. So first of all, tank, you can hear it coming a mile away. That's one hit. This is a light tank, bear in mind, so it's not a heavy one, but it is a tank at the end of the day. That's 2, track disabled. He doesn't really know what's going on. Bear in mind, the driver can't shoot his gun. Can't heal, can't shoot his gun. Now he has to leave, he's done. They're really not that big a deal. Not as big a deal. You have to be super careful with them.
Also the fuel that goes down as you move means that you can't, unless you've got loads of fuel in your inventory, which takes up inventory space, so you can't have other things. You know, and you have to get out to refuel it. Like vehicles, I think they're going to be quite useful for just manoeuvring in squad games and maybe in these, you know, repositioning and running away from the circle. But I don't think they're going to be a huge problem.
Yeah, the Sturm you can drive and fire. That's actually a big advantage of it. But all the other tanks, you've got a driver position that can't fire the main gun. You have to have a gunner, or you have to switch. You have to stop and switch.
Sturm Tiger's got a lot like field of view for the gun now, hasn't it?
Yeah, so there's fuel for the vehicles, so they have a limited range unless you find fuel to refuel them. They've got limited ammo, like 10 shells usually, something around that. You can find more ammo though, it's rare though. They do have more, I think they do, some of them have more health in this mode, similar to the players, but there's tons of anti-tank around. I've never had a problem. The only thing is, like I was doing earlier, yeah, hiding in the vehicle and in the driver's seat is potentially a thing, but if you see a vehicle, just be like, could be a person in there. Don't go, oh, that's a dead vehicle. Like, if it's not just exploded, be vigilant.
Favourite gun, do they feel exactly... Yeah, the handle all the same. The only difference is that certain ones have, like, different, like, iron sights or scopes on, and you might not like that particular scope. So you'll quickly learn which is your favourite kind of, you know, SMG, MG, whatever.
The vehicles, like, realistically... I like that they're in their mode, but they've made them so they are hard to use, like, effectively.
Did we get any footage of the gas, of the storm destroying a building as it goes?
I don't think so, because I was too terrified, so I always ran away. This is me spectating. It's actually part Welsh. This is Adam. I'm spectating.
Yeah, Adam Freeman, UK community manager.
So, because I thought I'd just stay in this game.
I wonder if he doesn't realise the circle's coming and it crashes his house. I was in a building and suddenly I just heard right behind me and damage. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, this is spectating. This is not. You can't play in third person. I'm just specking. I'm dead, and you get to spec your killer in solos. And then if this person dies, it will spec to the next person who killed him. Yeah, and so on and so forth. Well, no. As far as I know, yeah. Well, did you reply to Needless there? As far as I know, the guns are the same as they are, but you know the perks you can get, like you unlock these specializations on guns in the multiplayer. Basically, that pink gun, for example, this pink gun that Adam's got here, Freeman, you know, that will have all 4 of its specializations in a specific tree. I don't know what ones, but it does say beneath them on the HUD when you're playing. But you have to learn what they mean, though. Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I said it would be really cool if there was somewhere in game where you could literally just look and see like.
Circle looks ugly.
Some kind of.
It looks more interesting than any other circle in any other BR. It looks cool as fuck, I think. I think it looks scary. I think it looks intimidating. I think it keeps people inside just through that. Just through aesthetics, it actually keeps people in the circle. I think that's an amazing achievement. At least when we were playing, it does. Obviously, when it's out, people will be like, actually, it's basically like any other circle, but more visually striking.
Well, the thing is that when you're in it, you can't really see into the zone very well.
Well, yeah, you can't shoot into the zone. You can't play the gas life really. Is there in-game VoIP? I actually don't know. I'm guessing there is because there is in the normal.
Well, there
game
is in Battlefield 5, so yeah, I don't know.
I'd love it if you know what, David. That's a good shout. They could quite easily turn around a Halvoy night mode as well that just spawns randomly when you play. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Has there been any other nighttime BRs? Other than like I think Rings of Elysium had a nighttime mode. PUBG had like a night mode, did it?
Well, it had weather effects, and I think one of them was like cloudy and it got quite grey.
It's camping then. Now that's Jack's tank. Because I was looking at Jack who sat next to me, and I was just watching Jack hammer this building on this Freeman with his tank. So Jack's in Staghound at the moment. I'm sure if you go on Jack's YouTube video, he's probably got footage of him doing it.
Is that Jack's
Oh, Vikendi has night. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I don't think I played that. No, George, we're just reviewing footage I've recorded.
Out on Monday.
Oh yeah, I was screen watching. We were solos. We were right next to each other. It's screen watch again.
Yeah.
So we're getting down to the last few people now. Can't actually see how many. Oh, it's 4 alive. So it's Jack. This is Freeman. There's 2 other people.
Same as Battlefield 5, DMC.
There's a bit of trade kills apparently, and a bit of round the corner memeing.
But that happens because of the higher health.
No, I don't know about that. I mean, I didn't feel any mad like network stuff that was anything worse than Battlefield 5. Let's say
it's the same amount of players, so it's.
Also, but we were on some sort of mad. No, we were playing with Criterion.
No, we were playing from Criterion servers.
So you can hear Jack's tank to his left there, but you can see the 2 infantry. That's someone. He's just one of the infantry's killed the other. No, it wasn't on land because actually it was Sweden and Criterion we were all playing together. Careful of Jack's Staghound! Oh no, that's not Jack's Staghound. Sorry, I've got mad. Jack's the infantry player. That's a different tank. That's a new tank. Jack, however, does have a special surprise for these 2. I seem to recall. So unfortunately, in this situation, Adam doesn't have any ammo to deal with the tank. So there's not much the tank can do against him, as you can see, really.
Yeah. So the tank will eventually run out of fuel.
Careful of Jack's rocket!
That red smoke.
That's Freeman dead. So now it's specking Jack because Jack killed Adam. So now it's Jack versus the tank.
He has got the AT pistol. Ooh.
Bit birdie up there, is it? So that guy is sitting in the tank currently. So I believe Jack was a bit worried here because he hasn't got much anti-tank, really. So this can happen. Like ostensibly, it could occur in a solo where you get a situation where someone's got a tank, no
Jack
fuel.
also has a vehicle calling.
Yeah. He did that. No, so what's happened? No, Jack's one. For some reason, that guy got out of the tank and Jack just shot him.
Well, maybe he had no ammo.
Yeah, but he's much safer in the tank. Do you know what I mean? He could have sat in it though, couldn't he, Jack? Really? And you'd have been. But I guess he didn't know that you don't have AT, right? So it's like chicken. It's like, okay, well.
Well, yeah, because Jack had disabled it, so maybe he thought, oh shit, the next hit's gonna kill me. I need to get out.
True. So it was just a bit of a case of chicken there. Who hold your nerve? Next game is a short one, so obviously I die at the start or something. Oh, this is the meme with the bridge, I think, actually. I'll watch it again just because it's a meme. Well, overall, I think I've got to play like we played like 4 squad games and then maybe like 3 solos. Obviously, if you die, there's only 2 servers running at any one time though. So realistically, you know, to get the most gameplay, you wanted to stay alive as long as possible. Sometimes you had to wait for a server to fill up, like people to die in the first server to join the second server.
Yeah, we got to play it for about 3 or 4 hours. George. We played what 4 or 5 games of squads. And
These safes, there's a safe in here, so the safe takes what 20 seconds to open, but has high tier loot in it. Safes are dotted around the map. I didn't realise someone was knifing me up. You'll notice that knife goes through armor as well. Doesn't do any armor damage.
Yeah.
Melee doesn't do. It just does health damage.
Go back. The luckiest grabber.
The full grabber. It's crumpled. Oh, look at him. Oh. I mean, that was good. I was like, what happened? What just happened? Did he fall? I was like, what the fuck? No, I don't know who that was. Poor soul.
Unfortunately, now you've got no armor, no health.
Mm. Well, I knew that safe was still up here though, so I was like, well, I'll simply continue safe meaning. Well, if you've already got Battlefield 5, there's no harm in like trying it, is there? Even if you're not into VR games, just give it a go.
Is that on Monday with me?
You can carry. Well, you can see this bar is how much ammo you can carry, but basically you can't carry maximum of all types. You do have to like, you know, to add a tier 3 sniper in it and some Panzerfausts.
So there's level 3 armor in there, level 3 sniper.
I stopped there because I wanted to save that clip. But the round, this is my last round I played actually. So and there's only 4 minutes left. So this is the last of our footage. Bong's has some. I don't have it. Now this here, I heard him. And then Jack went, is that you? I was like, yeah. Gentleman's content agreement? So that was me and Jack, because we were sat next to each other at the event. We realised we were shooting each other and we were like, well, let's move our separate ways. That's technically, obviously, you know, not teaming, but...
Reported.
But it's like, well, this is our last game. We don't want one of us to die and then, you know. So we're like, we're not teaming. It's the opposite of teaming. We're moving apart from each other. Jack did say, let's team, straight away, instantly. As soon as it started, went, teaming? I was like, no, come on.
So that is a bunker there that somebody's opened, but they've only opened like one of the doors halfway. Can you hear a tank right now?
You already buggered off, but I thought I'd check it anyway for some reason. Just to show you,
well, there are
that's
safes
the breakouts.
down there sometimes.
That's
well.
why I wanted to check, yeah. So sometimes there's safes in here, but there wasn't one, there was just the Sullus crate. And obviously a tank was in here. So the breakout has 2 flaps, and you have to hold down a button on each side to open the flaps. You have to open them both at least most of the way there. You can see one of them slightly closed.
I think you probably
depends on the size of the tank as well. Yeah, it depends on the size of the tank. If it's a Sturm Tiger, they pretty much have to be both open. Takes about, what, 30 to 45 seconds to get both open?
I think it's... Yeah, it's about that. It's quite long. Oh, there he is. Yeah, it was the Staghound. So
Breakout's always in the same places, yeah. I don't know if they always have vehicles in them.
No, they're not guaranteed to have vehicles. Sometimes you can open it. So what I did is I opened it enough for me to squeeze through, run down, see if there's a vehicle in there, or see if there's a safe.
Yeah, so you can open it a bit and go, oh shit, it's not in there.
Because whilst you're doing the wheel, it makes a fucking massive noise. Going,
alarm.
And so that alerts people to the fact that you're doing it. Same with the capping of the points. Like,
this is one of the points here. It's not active yet because the balloon's not shot up, but that's one of the capture points. That's okay. They're capture points, quick, that give you loot if you capture them when they're active on the map. It tells you when they're active on the HUD. It goes, capture points now available or whatever.
Yeah, and you see them like a normal conquest point, like A, B, C.
It's the full Huna down there, which I wanted to try out. Yeah, there you go. So resupply point available in 20 seconds. And you can see on the map, I opened the map there, but... So here, there's A, B, and C there. Now, this UI, I don't think is clear enough. Because it's the same colour as the road and bloody topography. So it could just look like a bit of a toilet.
They could be orange, to be honest. The same colour as the, like...
We've said that this UI is not good enough to show you where the points are. They need to be red. Like, set to, you know, or... Like, on the battlefield, there's squares, aren't they? There's blue squares with their blur in.
Yeah. They're blue if British taking them, or red if Germany, or the other way around. Yeah.
Oh, there's Easter eggs. There's definitely Easter eggs on this map, Ali. Big Easter eggs. I can guarantee you that. I've not seen any. I know there is. I think someone's looted this. All the doors are open. Yes.
Full hoon in the voice.
Full 50s. Ah, see? It's quite nippy. It's got quite the traction on it. It's beached then. Yep. Don't cat. And there it is, the speciality, instantly. Basically, I didn't even bother to try and get it up. I was like, nah, I can't be asked. And can I tell you why? Because I could see Jack was going to that hut next to me. So I was like, well, I think the truce is over. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out for me very well. I knew you were in there, Jack. Even better, I'll say this because I think it was funny. When I made that shot, right, I could see you in the corner of my eye because your monitor was fucking up at the event, wasn't it? For some reason, it kept flickering every now and again. And when I shot then, your monitor flickered at the same time as the shot landing, and you went, fucking hell, like that. I was like, excellent. But then, unfortunately, it turns out there was someone danger close to me who I didn't know about. So I was ruined. You are dead! The exclamation mark. You're dead. Instant karma. Instantly. Instant karma. Anyway, that's all our Firestorm footage then, basically.
Yeah. There was some more shown earlier on.
This? Out of interest. Oh, I don't know, it doesn't even... Some sort of... I have no idea what that is. I don't know what was on these
That's
drives.
not something that was recorded.
Nah, it's not. These are
the
old.
hotel room afterwards.
Well, it doesn't look normal, does it? I mean, that doesn't seem to work. I mean, something horrible's happening. I have no idea what it is. These are 4K recordings. I think they're from E3. I think that was Rage 2, actually. I seem to recall that being Rage 2. Anyway, that's all the Firestorm footage we've got. So we have squad games, a few memes in there. Bong has got some more if we wanted to go through some more at some point. Well, it's out on Monday, so I suppose it's not really any... EA Dice.
I'll wake up on Monday.
Says hello. Do they really hate Speaker?
Yeah, really.
What was this? What was this one? This was the meme one with the drops and that. What was the one with with the Sturmtiger? Yeah, Jack just dropped the Sturmtiger on the bridge, which was there you go. Not ideal, but was it? Thanks for the preview. Use MPHC play. No, it's fine. I don't need to. I was just wondering what it was. That was all. I wanted to see if you could be crushed by it, but actually, it stopped. It perfectly stopped on my head like that. Yeah. Because of that fucking tank trap.
Well, it wasn't John.
Someone was definitely crushed. Yeah, look, someone's crushed right there. Someone there ran away actually. Anyway, We've seen this earlier.
I think he came. I think he ran to the end of the bridge and we killed him.
Yeah.
Or the down.
That was Stod that was crushed. Good. I'll teach you, won't it? Little bastard. Well, yeah, that's all the Firestorm for now. I think maybe we'll play. Yeah, we'll play 1 hour of Sekiro now, and we'll have a bit of a slightly earlier. Well, I've been live for 10 hours now, so
yeah.
I think an hour of Sekiro, and then back in the morning and bash. It's Sekiro for another sesh now. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Well, you don't have to wait long. It's only on Monday. So what we'll do is I'll put my camera slightly abreast like this, and we will. I'll change the multi-twitch back to meme. If you want to start your meme up. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have.
Приказы, сержант? Внимание! Идти, цель!
Будь чернее, покорник! патрон.
Бойцы, мы теряем цель баклана.
Эй, меня ранили.
Мы потеряли цель баклана.
Что дальше, сержант? Ваши приказы, сержант.